this next scenario, we're going to see the end-to-end process that is only possible when we move from data exchange to data sharing. My role today is going to be the head of integrated product experience at Robotech. When I start the day, I'm automatically presented with IoT data that is personalized for me. I notice that some of our robots of the customers we present to are experiencing some anomalies. There's some unusual behavior that is happening that has a potential risk factor of $10.1 million. So I want to investigate further all of the details behind this. Here I can see all of the details behind the affected parts that are causing this anomaly and this unusual behavior. Even further, I can see the critical robots that are out in production today. Those are in red. The ones in purple are the robots that could experience the same type of unusual behavior. These are all based upon intelligent pattern detection and complex predictive maintenance algorithms. But the intelligent suite goes even further. It also makes recommendations to me. It's telling me to produce a short-term solution, which would be to notify our customers to only operate their robots at 70%. I can go ahead and execute that right now. It's also providing a sustainable solution, saying to replace this critical part with a new one. But I think I remember something earlier from the IoT data, and I noticed that we are producing a new 3D printed part that looks to be much more reliable. So would this be cost effective? Would it be profitable? I have so many questions that are going on. So I'm just going to start to write them down. So what's the cost of critical part replacement? And check that box. And then I'm going to want to break down these costs further. So I'll get a breakdown. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called SAP Inscribe. It is my digital pen and paper that allows me to work in the context that I'm viewing. It allows me to do ad hoc and what-if analysis on the fly. From here, I might want to investigate, okay, well, what is the comparison of costs between exchanging out the part and adding in the new 3D printed component? So I can then add Series 9, which is our latest and greatest part, to the line. It then gives me the breakdown of those costs. But now, instead of just scaling out to the critical robots that are out there today, maybe I want to do it across all of the parts to make sure our customers are happy. I can go ahead and scribble out critical, replace it with all, and automatically the graph is dynamically changing to give me an update of those cost components. Directly from here, I think it's best that we go with the 3D printed part because it's more reliable and it's just as cost effective. So I'm going to circle this and send a note to our manager in production, John. Please plan for 2 weeks. And now that information is sent to John. So now we're going to look and see what John views. So John gets this just-in-time notification of this new demand request. He then can drill down into viewing more details. He can see he has a supply shortage of 540 units. This is coming from SAP Integrated Business Planning. We can drill into more details if we'd like to, but again, the Intelligent Suite produces recommendations for John to go off of. He can see that the top recommendation is a make and buy scenario. He also can understand the underlying components if he'd like to by clicking on the 4 stars. Here are all the components that make up that recommendation. We also notice that we are covering capacity via SAP Ariba, and we can view that visualization via a microchart. If John wants to, he can drill into more details by viewing the spreadsheet. But we all know that we should all trust the intelligent enterprise, so that's exactly what John will do. He's going to execute this process, and the intelligent enterprise will fulfill his request. A few days later, as the head of product experience, I can now see that the parts are being replaced, our customers are happy, and our risk is down. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Intelligent Suite.